5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In a departmental inquiry held against a bank employee, he was charge sheeted for certain misconduct, Sufficient details regarding the misconduct alleged were not given in the charge sheet, He confessed and admitted something which did not form part of the charge, Without there being any evidence or proof of the misconduct alleged, he has been convicted and punished solely on the basis of his confession, Can this order imposing punishment be sustained? This, in short, is the question which awaits answer, The petitioner is an employee of the respondent, which is a nationalized bank, He is serving as a clerk -cashier at Amreli branch of the bank, He was selected as a candidate for induction course for a period commencing from 17th May, 1981 to 15th June, 1981, When the induction course was going on, the petitioner was found to be irregular in his attendance and, therefore, he was relieved from the training course before the expiry of the training period, He was served with a memo dated 13th June, 1981, wherein it was inter alia stated that after the petitioner was relieved from training center, he petitioner approached Sri T.S. Arya of Bank of Baroda, Dhanlaxmi branch, Ahmedabad, and made certain unwarranted complaints against Sri R.S. Bora, acting in charge of the staff training center, Ahmedabad, and in turn Sri Arya threatened Sri R.S. Bora over telephone to withdraw the relieving memorandum of Sri Saha, the petitioner, otherwise he would get Sri Bora transferred out from Ahmedabad and he would also cut off his hands, The petitioner was required to give written explanation within a period of 7 days from the date of receipt of the memo, The petitioner submitted written explanation, He denied the allegations made in the memo, He has further explained that there was no intention to cut the hands, but the phrase was, used to indicate the harassment caused by the issuance of such a written memo, At the end of the explanation, the petitioner sincerely expressed his regret for the fact that the complaint was made before the union leader, The explanation was not accepted by the bank authorities, The authority concerned informed him that it was decided to hold departmental inquiry against him, The petitioner was served with a charge sheet and pursuant thereto, the inquiry was held, The petitioner pleaded guilty to the charge and thereupon it was held that the misconduct alleged was proved, As per the calculation made by the bank, the total monetary loss to the petitioner would be rupees 1,859, but apparently this figure does not take into account the loss of interest during the period of the punishment and the future loss of interest, loss in PF and other terminal benefits, Thus calculated, the cumulative and effective loss to the petitioner at the end of the service tenure would be to the tune of scores of thousands of rupees, इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में टेलीग्राम चैनल का लिंक दिया हुआ है जहां पे आपको ये पीडीएफ प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा।